How do you follow up a round with a hole-in-one? And a 36-minute and all the fire emojis. What's going to happen on day 2? It's incredible.
Only one way to find out. Speedgolf Baby, let's go. I'm Adam Lorton, and you're watching the final round of the Missouri Speedgolf Open from Horton Smith Golf Course in Springfield. And beside me in the booth, PGA professional Garrett Holt. Garrett, welcome back.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited for a drier, nicer start to the day and see if anyone can take advantage and go low.
When we last saw our featured speed golfers, they were, to your point, Garrett, soaking wet and over par. Today, the skies are sunny, the course is in great condition, and we have 4 featured speed golfers, all with a shot to win the tournament. Lorton Cupp, one of the most decorated speed golfers of all time, is your leader, and let's head to the first tee. Lorton Cupp off the tee. She mentioned in round 1 that she had missed her 5-wood, but that 5-wood is still not in the bag. She takes her place here on the par 5 first, plays 413 from the front tees.
And we've got clear skies to start, so
beautiful.
Promising start to the day here.
Lorton shot 74 in 50 minutes and 59 seconds in day 1. That included a birdie on the par 3 6th that Nico's going to put a replay up right now, and a birdie on the par 4 11th. Looks like she's found the long grass on the right side. This is the correct miss, but this is going to make it a 3-shot hole for Lorton today.
Yeah. If you get a really awesome tee shot, it could be a good 2-shot hole, but a 3-shotter for most people. I'm sure the ground was still a little wet, a little dewy that you see. But, she's a good enough player. She can still put something up there close and have a shot.
Clipped it out of the fairway there. Came up just short. This is an excellent miss here. Birdie putt from the front apron.
Not too bad.
Always tough to judge the speed on those.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you definitely want to finish a first hole with par. Let's see if she can get out of here without
6-footer to mop it up here. Boom! Par on the card for Lorton Cupp. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That single fire emoji signifies 15 seconds under time par. And here he is, the director, fresh off a hole-in-one yesterday on the 8th.
1, go!
And what do you notice about Scott's club selection here, Garrett?
Oh, he's got the driver out.
He's got the driver. So here's the story I'm telling, which is that he saw Luke Willett shoot 84 in 36 minutes on the first day, knew Luke was going to be bringing a full set of clubs today, well, a full set of 3, and he knew he was going to need to shoot in the 60s to have a chance. And I think Scott can easily shoot 70 with the hybrid. 68, I feel like the driver gives him a better chance.
Well, I mean, he's posted 65 with the driver before, I believe. So,
yes, he has.
Yeah, the driver gives you a little bit more options. It can be frustrating to lose a ball and be more errant, but good little payoff, I think.
Yep. Got a birdie look here, going across this domed green, aiming pretty far outside the hole.
Yeah, quite a bit.
It was a little bit on the high side, but easy mop up for the 5. Scott shot 77 yesterday in 43.18. And on the tee, the 36-minute man himself, Luke Willett, carrying a full set of 3 clubs. I believe that is 5-wood, 6-iron pitching wedge. Just drops it on the ground, no tee needed.
Is it a 5-wood or a 3-wood? I wasn't sure.
I'm under the impression it's 5-wood, but Luke can correct us.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure I would just throw a ball on the tee with a 3-wood and use that. I like the 5-wood play, though.
Yeah. Well, like we talked about in the round 1 broadcast, Garrett, there's a reason that you're only allowed to use the tee 18 times around and not every single shot. It does give you an advantage. And so when I do the math, I say about 3 seconds added for the tee. And I'll bet Luke could do it faster than that. But 3 seconds times 18 holes, that is at most 3 minutes. Do you think you're going to gain 3 shots from having a tee?
Yeah, I don't know. That's oh my goodness. Look at that. Set for
Looks
birdie?
like a little tap-in birdie to open it up for Luke Willett. And
Well, how many shots better is that than yesterday?
I believe he had a 6 on the first hole. He went 6-6 to start the day.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
But after trailing Lorton by just a shot, with that fast birdie, Luke Willett jumps to the top of the leaderboard. Nic Goodin on the tee. Certainly looking for birdie here on this first hole. We've seen him make birdie. We've seen him make eagle.
Yeah, one thing I'm excited to see is whether someone breaks that 120 barrier. It seemed like no one broke that barrier on day one, and past history has kind of revealed that you need to be in the maybe 113 to 118s to contend for the win out here.
That's
and
right.
No one broke 120, so Luke left a lot of shots out there.
Front edge of the green, eagle putt, tap in birdie for Nic Goodin in
Very
2
good.
minutes, 29 seconds. That is a fantastic start for the Southpaw. All right. And with that, Luke Willett on top of the leaderboard with Lauren Cupp and Scott Dawley trailing by just a few seconds. And Nic Goodin, who has an explosive golf game, not far behind. Luke Willett setting up for the draw.
Yeah, I hope a draw.
He really works it right to left. I mean, you saw
Yeah,
that
he
starting
does.
out over the right trees there. But there he is, right center of the fairway.
Very good. Still a fair bit of yardage. Yeah, with that 5-wood, he's probably got 180, 190.
Yeah, it looks like that's a full 6-iron in for him. But after going 6-6, starting with a 4 and then up around the green with a birdie chip here. Plays the low bump and run. Didn't get it all the way to the hole, but that's a really
too bad,
nice
though.
effort.
Yeah.
About 3.5 feet to clean it up. Oh, just misses it on the right side. It's going to be a tap-in, stress-free bogey for Luke Willett. Just 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And as we're recording this, the U.S. Open of golf happened just yesterday. And we saw a couple of really disappointing missed 3-footers from our boy
missed
Rory
3-footers. Yeah, with a putter and with a lot extra time than Luke just took there. Yeah, those eat you up. You know, one thing in speed
That's right.
golf, though,
Luke Willett could have missed that putt way faster than Rory.
you do in speed golf tend to, I mean, you kind of have to forget those and move on to the next one a little bit later on. So maybe
That's
speed
right.
golf would have helped Rory. Who's to say?
Less time to ruminate on those missed opportunities.
And Lauren's putting it from over there.
Lauren putts from far off the green.
Ooh.
And that's going to run, well, it looks like
Pretty
a
heavy.
good 10 feet past.
Yeah, at least.
To stay even par on the second round here.
Like we said, taking a little extra time.
Ooh. Good stroke, just missed it on the right side. All right, and that's a tap-in 5 in 2:44 for Lauren Cupp. She's half a minute under time par, 1 over golf par. Here's the director, driver in hand.
Oh, that looked great.
Yeah, that was piped. Scott told us he hadn't been carrying the driver because he didn't have the confidence level. Seems like necessity is going to be the mother of confidence today.
He'll be easily 130 out, maybe.
Looked to me like he was still 160. I think that was a sawed-off 6-iron he hit.
Okay.
But it was still 20 yards past Luke. Birdie look nearly pin high.
He's chatting with the
Two-handed
camera
putt
operator.
for the director because the next tee is in the direction he came from. All right, easy 2-putt par for the director. And I think that should move him ahead of Lauren Cupp.
Nice,
And
no
Luke Willett,
stress start.
as a matter of fact, who made bogey there. Yeah, Scott leads by
wow.
30 seconds. All right, Nick, who was missing it left yesterday, another left
Again,
miss today.
yeah.
He's found himself in the tree. He's going to have to cut a little 7-iron around here.
Well, sometimes they say the shot that put you in the trees is the shot you need to get out. So hopefully a nice little slice around those.
Oh, that's really well played. And boy, he executed that shot. I mean, Bryson took quite a bit longer to hit that same shot yesterday.
Where's the ball?
Oh, birdie chip in for Nic Goodin.
That was a little magic trick. That thing disappeared. And just like that, 2 under. Are you serious? He did this in years past.
That's right. Yeah, the beginning of this golf course has been very good to Nic Goodin. 2 under golf par and 43 seconds under time par. But with that par and 2 bogeys ahead of him, Scott Dawley is your leader, leads Luke Willett by 30 seconds starting hole 3. Ball came off a little bit left. He was telling it to go, but found himself on the front edge of the green. That's a fine leave here on the 3rd.
Good leave. The putt can't get away from you to the left if you miss it too low.
Mm-hmm. Hard to hit this one hard enough, too.
Yeah.
Leaves it about 3 to 4 feet short. Oh, confident stroke. Mops up the par. And the director with a clean card through 3. Luke Willett.
Taking half
6 iron here.
A little thin.
Yeah, it came off a little bit low.
The low won't hurt you on this hole.
No, certainly not. Right front of the green. He's going to chip this one. I suppose he would, not carrying a putter. That looks like the 6 iron bump and run. Played nicely. This is almost the same putt that Scott just hit. Can Luke make it as well?
With the wedge.
Ooh, curls it in off the
nice.
right lip. 1 minute and 6 seconds. I think that's by far the slowest we've ever seen Luke play this hole. In all 2 rounds he's attempted it.
Yeah, I think day 1 took a number on, took a toll on everyone. That was tough.
That's true. Lauren looked like she wanted to slam that club into the ground instead of continue running. Yeah, she's found herself on the right side, a long chip here, although plenty of green to work with.
Yeah, there's a couple bad leaves around this green. Left, right, and long. The only good leave is short.
All right, that's pretty nicely played. About 5 feet for the par.
Breaking
purposeful setup there. Gosh, gave it just a little more credit than it needed. Missed it on the high side. 2 feet coming back. That's going to be a mop-up bogey. Bogey on the last 2 holes for Lauren Cupp.
Yeah, the high side still doesn't feel that good when you know it's still a miss.
Yep. All right. Nic Goodin on the tee. Fresh off birdie.
Great little view here.
Yes.
Good contact, I think.
Good contact with the 7 iron. This is a good number for Nick, I think.
Fixing the pitch
he's found
mark.
himself on the front of the green. Call that 25 feet for the bird.
Uh-oh. Slow it down.
He hammered that putt.
Yeah, a little adrenaline there. 2 straight
Call that
birdies.
7 feet coming back. Oh, and he thought he had it. Gosh, catches the lip. Oh, you hate to see it. A 4 in 1:19, and that is just a little bit of momentum lost. Oh, yeah, here's Luke's par putt again. Oh, that's what Nic Goodin was looking for.
Missouri Ozarks Community Health is a mission-driven nonprofit that delivers preventative care in southern Missouri. If you live in southern Missouri and you don't have a primary care doctor, or you need a dentist, a therapist, pregnancy care, you can find a clinic near you at mo-ozarks.org. That's mo-ozarks.org.
On the tee of the par 4 fourth. This hole is called Lauren Cupp's Nemesis. Oh, and that drive looks like it's going left.
A little left.
Scott
doesn't
leads
look
Luke
too
Willett
concerned.
by 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It does give you a good angle. There's less trees.
Yeah. 6 iron in hand. The director was able to get it there with a hybrid 6 iron yesterday, which is really prodigious distance. Looks like he's just a little bit short today. Got maybe a 30-yard pitch. Oh,
Come on, camera.
and he's
Wow,
knocked it
very nice.
to 3 feet. Excellent par opportunity here. Boom, the clean card continues.
Good.
Dare we say the driver is paying off? Might be too early.
Yeah, I definitely think so. And the short game's been great.
Short game's been great. Luke Willett on the tee with the 5-wood. Finds himself again in the middle of the fairway.
Center Cup at over 200. Yeah, he really had to go after that one. Yeah, 205.
205 up the hill with 6-iron. Not going to get there. And now has to play a pitch over this sand trap. And I believe he carries pitching wedge here. So that's not easy to get it up high enough to stop it. All right.
No, it
and
isn't.
I do see that ball has rolled to the back of the green. Going to be looking for a 2-putt bogey here.
Does Luke even own a putter? I mean, he's putting with 6-iron wedge.
He played a putter
he
in the
ever use
Speedgolf
putter?
World Championships.
Did he?
Yeah. Boom! Look at that.
Wow.
Left
okay.
himself a good long way in for that bogey, but mops it up. 2 minutes and 24 seconds on the long par 4 fourth. Lauren Cupp, driver in hand.
It looks dead calm out there. This probably ideal conditions.
Yeah.
Little blocked, maybe.
Looks to me like she has a look, and if I recall, she's expecting this really to be a 3-shot hole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long hole, long climb.
Mm-hmm. All right, just short of the green here. Looking to play a bump and run, I'd say. Well, just a standard pitch shot. Oh, and that's really nicely played. Perfectly pin high. Going to have 3 to 4 feet to mop up this par.
Yeah, to be fair, standard pitch shot off of a tight lie just in front of the green. She
High degree of difficulty there.
Yeah.
And there she goes. A par 4 in 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Lauren Cupp trails Scott by 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Nic Goodin on the tee, taking a mighty rip, picking up the tee. He's found himself a little blocked. I think just a low 7-iron will get him out of this.
Yeah.
No hesitation whatsoever. Probably looking to play for the left side of the green here. Oh, it's certainly on the left side.
Oh, yeah, there's trees on the left too.
Yeah. Tree trouble again. Abbreviated swing. Oh, and it looks like he probably would have taken that a little higher if he hadn't had the tree trouble.
But that's pretty well played.
Yeah, it's really not bad. Found himself on the ridge here, maybe 15 feet for the par.
Turn in.
Gave it a good effort. Tap in bogey in 2 minutes, 38 seconds.
Wow, not
Nic
a par on
trails
the
by
card.
407. All right, yeah, here's your replay. Luke Willett mopping up this clutch bogey putt. Man, the consistency of his contact with that belly wedge putting, that's something I have been unable to replicate.
Yeah, and for those of us who have tried this, like the leading edge of a wedge is not straight. It's normally curved.
It is, yeah.
So it's very tricky.
You got this, buddy.
All right, hole 5 is your shot box hole. And here we see Scott from the fairway, 11.6 seconds. Really means about 3 seconds 3 seconds slower than world-class time. Got a birdie putt here, and he hit that too hard, I would say. Easy mop up for the par, and that's 30 seconds of golf time, minute 43 of running time.
All pars for Scott and not a single par for Nick. And I think they're tied.
Down the right line in the trees.
That's right.
Doesn't
Both
even
Scott
look
and
like-
Nick are even par. Go ahead.
It barely looks like Luke is running fast at all. It's amazing how easy he makes it look.
He does. Oh yeah, such incredible leg strength. You know, every stride, while it looks easy, is propelling him a few inches farther than every one of my strides.
Oh, that's not where you want to go.
No, looks like he had some. He was not able to make good contact with his second shot, so he's played his third. Had to get it through a window in these trees, and is somehow on the green, putting for par.
Jeez,
That
Louise.
is
If he gets
fantastic.
out with par, that's going to be incredible. Oh, are you serious?
Rolls it in for a par. That is, I mean, in a day where we've already seen clutch putting from Luke Willett, that par putt curling off to the right, draining that with confidence, huge for Luke Willett.
Now, we haven't seen anyone struggle with their tee shot on this. This is one of the holes where you're kind of hitting directly into the sun, and there's this little creek that she
That's
got
right.
very
Lauren
close
is
to.
right up against the creek in some longer grass there.
That looks well played.
Yeah, she's happy with that. Oh,
Maybe
looks like it's a little behind the hole. Putting, gonna have to go over a ridge here. Oh my goodness.
Thought it'd be
Oh, she's
quicker.
got to be so disappointed with that.
Not quite as quick as you think.
Yes.
Maybe she got line locked. Too worried about the line, not enough about the pace.
That's right. Now, two in a row she's hit short. Gonna have a 3-putt bogey here. 44 seconds of golf time.
Yeah, she's better caliber than that.
I agree. All right, Nic Goodin on the tee. A little fumble with the tee. Still 11 seconds in the shot box. Totally acceptable for a driver. And has found himself in the fairway.
Yeah, way down the
Looking
flat.
to capitalize.
Just over 100 yards. Perfect.
6.3 seconds for
Look at
that
that
approach shot.
Birdie, bogey, eagle. Everyone's had the same putt. My goodness.
All right. Unlike Scott, played it too low. Easy little mop up there for the four in 2 minutes, 29 seconds. And look at that. Only 28 seconds of golf time for Nic Goodin. That is speedy, especially using a driver, using a tee, and a little fumble on the tee box too.
You're telling me that golf only takes 30 seconds a hole? How's it come out to be 5 hours? It's amazing.
You're right, guys.
Oh, was that good? Uh-oh?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, no, he said to the right. I thought he said it should be right.
I gotcha.
Okay, it was either good or bad.
Yeah. I couldn't tell either. Front edge of the green. A little soft one for Scott. Takes a second to admire. Well, maybe admire is not the right word, because he has found himself about 15 feet away for the par.
Should just curl a tiny bit to the right.
Yep. And that's a fine lag, but that's going to be the first blemish on the director's scorecard. A bogey in 1:23. And this is frankly an opening for Luke Willett, who trails by 1:18. And while it's a par 3, could make up almost 18 seconds if he plays this hole fast.
I think he's looking right.
I agree.
Maybe cart path area?
All right, found himself on the front right. This is a very uppable, downable shot. It a little firm. We'll call that 6 feet for the par. Ooh. Both he and Scott missed it on the high side. Tap in bogey in 1:07.
I just wondered, taking 3 clubs, like if you're using that silo, you're taking 3 clubs. Why not add the 4th? Like, what's the difference between 3 and 4?
Yeah, to me, the 4th club is a no-brainer. The 5th club to me gets heavy, but the difference between 3 and 4 is very low.
Yeah. I mean, 1 and 2 are very fast. 2 clubs is very fast, but if you're committed yourself to 3 and you're carrying the silo.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we remember that Luke made the turn in 16 minutes, so we'll see how much slower the extra clubs made him. Par putt for Lauren Cupp. Oh, just runs it by on the right side. Oh, she's got to be kicking herself right now. This the putter has let her down. Normally a source of strength for her.
Wow, the little par 3 taking everyone out.
That's right. All bogeys for the featured speed golfers. But what does Nic Goodin have to say about that? He trails by 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And he has himself a birdie look.
Yep.
Pin high. About 18 feet, I would say.
Touch it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
good effort.
very easy.
Easy 3 for Nic Goodin. And that's 2 pars in a row.
I feel like he almost missed that tap in, though.
Let's watch it again.
I mean, it's like while he was walking.
Scott Dawley, driver in hand on the tight par 4 7th.
Yeah, tight into the sun.
Left in the trees.
There's not a single
Y'all
good
right up
miss
there
here.
fast, please.
Left, right, maybe way right.
Where I hit my 6 iron. Hyper's about up here.
All right, you can hear Scott doing the math. Where must my ball be?
Yeah.
And then it turns out it hit a tree.
Oh,
It's
it
easy to
must
find.
have. Yeah, yeah. It should have been farther than that.
I think.
Still taking that 1 club length relief.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good number.
Yeah, Scott using the rules to his
50, 40,
advantage
nice
there.
and low. Here we go.
And as my friend Garrett Holt is fond of saying, the shot that got him in the trees is the shot that's going to get him out. The low
Yeah,
draw.
Little low draw. Just don't want to get too cute.
That's right. Gonna have it. This is a touchy one here. He's going to play it high soft using the bounce of the club.
To one of the smallest greens on
And
the
look
golf
at
course.
that. Knocks it to 2 feet. And that is going to be, I'll call it an improbable par.
Yeah, great par. I feel like that's all he knows.
Improbable par in 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Luke Willett on the tee in hot pursuit. Trails Scott by 1:03.
For one of the shortest par 4s on the course, a par is an excellent score.
Yes, between the tight landing area, the small green,
I mean, he's
a
in the
lot that can
fairway
go
and
wrong.
blocked.
Oh dear.
That's one of the things. Did he catch tree?
Yeah, I heard the crackle of tree limbs there.
Just get a little too close with that.
But it looks like he was able to advance the ball, so he's going to have a pitch here. Again, a little bit of tree trouble.
Yeah.
Plays a low running shot. But tough to know how it's going to bounce on the front edge of that green. Now, yeah, he's gotten hung up in the wet grass there. So he's now chipping for par. Short little chip here. Just really uses the belly
Is
wedge.
that chip putt?
Yeah, a chip putt. No problem.
Okay.
That's a 5 in 1:58. So, lost a shot on Scott Dawley, but gained almost 30 seconds. Nic Goodin looked like he pulled that one.
Yeah, that looked like a pull. I mean, I don't blame him, especially if he's missed a few to the left.
No. All right.
Big tree, though.
And it looks like he is completely blocked out by a tree, but that is his wedge. He's going over the top. He went
I
over the
heard
top,
leaves.
hit a branch, and yet finds himself
that
somehow
went too far.
30 yards behind the hole.
That is
20 yards.
one of the worst leaves.
Yep. All right. Plays the flop. It is on the green.
That landed soft. That's quick from the backside.
Yes, he's got himself a downhill par putt here, maybe just over 12 feet. Oh,
Are you serious?
4 somehow.
4 somehow.
Exactly. Like, we hit all those shots. It's like, wait, I got out of there with a 4? Okay.
All right. Lauren, relieved to see her ball flying straight down the middle.
Center cut.
Looked like maybe a full 9-iron from there.
Looked like a good move.
Oh, and
Long too.
She's long as well.
Yeah, giving that some attention. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's like, do I go high and soft or do I land it short?
Right.
She landed it barely on and it just took off.
Yeah, it feels like high and soft is the only way to get it close, but a much higher risk proposition. Because if you catch the fringe on the back of that green, then you might be chipping again. All right, putter in hand. Gonna run it up the apron here.
She's committed to that putter from off the green with the dewy grass.
Yeah, a lot of unpredictability. Oh, nice roll there. Saves the bogey. 2 minutes and 55 seconds. All right. And there we have Scott after that excellent chip from the front edge. Scott, your leader.
Wow.
Leading now by 1:37 over Luke Willett. And here it is. Hole 8, par 1 for Scott.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to follow up yesterday. But good memories for him.
That's right. Scott's found at the back of the green. He says this is where he wants to miss it. Because he likes putting back up the hill here. Gave it a run. Oh, that's a
the
good
pitch mark may even be by the
by.
hole. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because that you land in the middle of that green and it ends up on the back edge.
Ooh. Was not a perfectly struck putt, but yet another par. Only one blemish on the card for Scott, playing super clean, even with that driver. Very impressive stuff from the director. Luke Willett on the tee. Little sawed-off 6-iron there. And he is heading to the left. Nope, scratch that. He is heading to perfectly pin high.
Nice.
Birdie look here. Yeah, this is great.
Brilliant.
Belly wedge. Drops it for the birdie.
Wow.
A birdie in 51 seconds. Let's go, Luke Willett.
2 birdies putting with a wedge.
Right. And Nic Goodin has climbed past Lauren Cupp. Got an improbable par on the 7th. Now looking for more on the 8th. Oh, here it is. Are we about to see 2 birdies in a row?
I
It's
hope
just
so.
7 feet.
Give it to him.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Confident stroke just drips it over the front edge. A 2 in 1:10 for Nic Goodin.
1 under.
And he is suddenly under golf par, under speed golf par. And he trails Scott by just 242. Lauren Cupp on the tee. Found herself pin high on the right side. 25-ish feet for the bird. Oh, really good
Pace
effort
is a little
there.
off.
About 3 feet by. No problem. Mops it up for the par. We're on to the 9th hole here. Oh, yes. Luke Willett drops the bird. He's just +2 on the golf course, 3.5 minutes under time par. Luke, Scott, and Nick are all cooking right now. Scott, driver in hand.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely just send the driver now. That
Absolutely.
the hole is opened up, the trees are gone, fairway's wider.
This is dead center of the fairway. Scott, he is going to want an eagle opportunity here.
Yeah, trying to get there.
Go, baby.
He said he thought it could get there. It looked to me like it was maybe one groove heavy. And yeah, front edge. I mean, this is an excellent leave. Front edge on the left side. A nice pitch here. That could be a birdie.
Wow. Did y'all see that kick? What's going on?
And this is definitely the smallest green on the course.
Teensy tiny little green. 8 feet for birdie from the director. And he left it short.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to be so disappointed. 36 on the front nine in 20 minutes, 52 seconds. Tough to ask for more. Luke Willett on the tee at the ninth, lining up for a big draw. Quick pickup. I think he's satisfied with that. And we have not yet seen him hit 5-wood out of the fairway. And it looks like with being in the rough, we will not see it even here. This should be a perfect 5-wood hole for Luke if he gets a lie he likes. All right. Content to play this one as a 3-shotter, though. This will be, should be
Maybe
wedge in
100.
hand.
Yeah. I think it's right by 100-yard marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Finds himself on the left side, so he's short-sighted, but just barely off the green. Will we
This
see
won't be
another
too
chip
bad.
putt? Just classic bump and run. Gets to about 2.5 feet. Should mop this up for an easy par. Par for Luke in 19 minutes and 8 seconds. All right, so the difference between 1 club and 3 clubs for Luke Willett, about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. But a couple shots better. 2 or 3, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think he shot 40.
So probably a net even so far.
Big
All right,
drive
well, this is-
from Nic Goodin.
It's always
Going to try to
good
stretch
zone.
a 7-iron, I think.
Right over the cart. That'd be a
All right.
massive 7.
Oh, this is an
Goodness.
excellent shot. Perfectly pin high. Lots of green to work with. Eagle chip here for the southpaw. And that squirted out a little bit to the right. I have to wonder if that was that dewy rough. Or not to the right. Sorry, to the left. One-hand putt, even though there's no bag in his hand. Just misses the birdie. And that's a 34, 1 under par in 22.52 for
Wow.
Nic Goodin. And he trails Scott by 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
I didn't realize Lauren didn't have any rain gloves on. Sorry, just wiping her right hand, I think. You know,
Yeah.
the grips get a little wet right there. The back gets a little wet. Yeah.
Ever since I tried rain gloves the first time, there is nothing else I will wear for competition.
Seemed a little heavy, but if it's going to be a 3-shot hole, no big
right.
deal.
Finds herself, looks like about 70 yards for the third. All right. She is on the green,
very good.
pin high, putting for birdie.
Follow the shadow.
Yeah. Ooh, boy. Ran it well past the hole.
Yeah.
But no matter. That's a par in 3:01. And that's a 40 in 25 minutes and 10 seconds. Not Lauren Cupp's normal standard of golf. But Scott Dawley, your leader. Luke Willett, hot on his heels, just 2 seconds behind.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Scott Dawley on the tee at the long par 3 10th. My 6-iron doesn't get there, but Scott can hit a little farther than I can.
I like he had to check the bottom of his iron, make sure that was a 6.
All right. Finds himself just short of the front edge here. in bump and run territory.
Not a bad leave on that hole.
All these
That's
first
a tough
bounces
one,
are
190 yards.
Really weird.
Yep, it is. 190 yards, a little bit uphill too, and right after the longest run on the course from 9 to 10 tee.
Mm-hmm.
Par putt here.
Straightest putt.
Oh my goodness. Just misses it on the low lip. A minute 24 for the bogey there. And I think we all would agree this is an opportunity for Luke Willett.
Yeah, I mean, he's already going to gain about 20, 30 seconds on him, right? Maybe 20?
He should.
And maybe a shot.
All right, Luke finds himself in about the same spot, just about 10 yards short of the front edge. Nice low runner there. That is right at the flag.
Played.
Yep. All right, ran a little bit past. Going to have 6 feet coming back for the par. Should move just a little bit to his right. Oh my goodness. Grazes the front edge, but didn't play enough break. A 4 in a minute 11. That should be just enough to scooch Luke Willett ahead of Scott by 14 seconds. All right, Nic Goodin not looking for bogey here. Finds himself close to pin high, right side. Now the chip on 9 squirted out to the left. This one played to the right. I feel like when we see Nic Goodin in mid-season form, his chipping accuracy is so precise. And so this looks like one of the parts of his game that I expect to be a lot better in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, especially for a course that he knows, and I mean, knowing the break on the green on every shot. I mean,
right? Yeah, there's no question he knows where to hit it. I think that's just the sort of thing where his golf game is a little rustier than we normally expect.
Then again, he doesn't spend much time over the ball. I mean, Lorton spends more time. Nic barely spends any time. I mean, where's that happy medium?
Lorton birdie putt. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they couldn't give her that. She hasn't
3 pars in
mastered
a
these
row
greens
for
yet.
Lorton. No, she has not. All right, here's Scott. Oh, agonizing lip out there allows Luke Willett into the lead, like I was saying, by just 14 seconds. And here we are at the risk-reward par 4 11th. Luke Willett, fearless, 5 wood in hand.
Now it's going to get interesting. A fun stretch of
Will
holes.
Scott hit driver? Luke, that was I would call that like a smooth swing, but this is going to leave him with less than a full 6-iron.
Yeah, if he was actually hitting a 6, I mean, that's a tough one. You almost got to land it short of this green and bounce it on.
That's right. Well, he is short of the green. I wonder if that was a wedge, actually. All right, has played the bump and run. Oh, my gosh.
Beautifully.
Played it to perfection. 1.5 feet there to clean up for the par. And Luke Willett, he is even par of the past 4 holes and shows no signs of slowing down. Scott on the tee. 6-iron in hand.
Not the driver.
No driver.
Well, you choose 6-iron, you better hit the fairway.
My thoughts exactly.
You don't want to miss a fairway with 6. You'll be beating yourself up.
We hear Scott cursing, but he's in the fairway, just maybe a little longer than he wanted.
Yeah, sometimes you can be in the right side of that fairway and blocked out.
That's true. All right, has found himself just on the back side of the green
Left
here,
side,
I think.
yeah.
Left side,
Yeah.
that's right.
Should have plenty of green.
That's right. Scott, short game has been working today, although that did not
that
go
is
as planned.
Way off. Yeah, that's about 15 foot left.
15 feet for the par. A fine lag, but that is
Bogey.
a bogey. And Luke Willett pulling ahead here on hole 11. Leads Scott Dawley by 1.5 minutes. Nic Goodin, driver in hand, looking to close the gap.
Never a doubt.
Camera operator loves it. By the way, that's shout out to Joey Heintz there on the camera, who just broke 80 for the first time the day before recording this.
Sweet. Nice job, Joey.
Lob wedge for the southpaw. By the way, perfect position there.
Yeah, short
Found
run.
himself on the back of the green, yeah. Distance control with the lob wedge.
Yeah,
Also something
again.
we're accustomed to seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get more of these rounds under your belt. Again, that mid-season form.
Well.
That was mid-season
All right, but knocking
form,
it to
though.
6 inches and
Brilliant.
an easy cleanup for the par. That is really well played from Nic Goodin. All right. High cut requests Lauren.
Yeah, she'll need that. I mean, this awkward one from up there.
Takes just a moment to watch it.
She even teed it back 2 club lengths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a tough part in this one. You pull it too far left or long.
She's in the net area, has not located the ball. I see her reaching for another one.
Yeah, how long do we look?
The correct answer is 10 seconds, in my humble opinion.
I trust your math.
Well, you get into double
But
jeopardy.
in the moment, I tell you, like,
I-
I will look for 20 or 30.
Oh, yeah.
I just
Well,
hate to
Nick-
lose a ball.
Nic Goodin is a golf ball searcher, too. I mean, right, but the math is undeniable. If you spend 30 seconds looking and then you still lose it, it's a 1.5 minutes dropped, not just a minute.
Okay, yep. I get that.
All right. That was really nicely played. Hit it exactly on the front edge, tiptoeing through the rocks there. And now Lauren looking to mop it up for a bogey 5. Takes an extra minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. I almost celebrated too soon. That one lipped out and then lipped back in.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, bogey with the lost balls. Awfully good.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
All
may
right,
have to
Luke
think through
Willett,
that
your
math.
leader. Coming to the Widowmaker, the par 3 12th.
Yeah. and
Little
if
half
he's
6 iron there from Luke.
The half 6 is such a tough play on that.
And he could have hit it harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean,
right.
you pull it a little left and you're
It's true.
in really bad shape.
Tried to run it up there, but it got caught in that dewy grass. Not the first time we've seen that today. Now, a little belly wedge from the fringe. Ooh, just misses the par. About 1.5 feet left for the 4. Par in 1 minute and 4 seconds for Luke Willett.
Do you know what Scott carries? What's his, like, mid-iron?
I believe he has 6 and 8 iron.
Okay, so it should be a good 8. Little one.
I would think so. Well,
Really good.
whatever he hit there, it was the right club.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just 10 feet short, straight dead on line there. Birdie putt. Oh, hits the lip.
There you go again.
It's a lot of lips today for Scott Dawley, but an easy par, 57 seconds. That is a meaningful gain on Luke Willett there. Yeah, Scott trails now just by 26 seconds after lipping out that birdie putt. Nick starting it off well right, looking to play the high cut in here. Probably needs that to dial down the distance on this 7-iron. Finds himself playing from the same side of the green as yesterday, where he made the long, snaking
incredible
birdie putt.
Good vibes. Is he going to do it again?
Oh, really nicely played. Just about 3 feet short here. Mops it up for the par in 1 minute 21. All right, and Nic Goodin is even par dating back to hole 5. Sorry, is 1 under par.
1
dating
under
back to
for the
hole
whole-
5.
Is he 1 under for the whole round or even?
You're right. He is 1 under for the entire round. 29 minutes, 54 seconds up to this point.
Wow.
All right. And here's Lauren, almost the same spot as
Yeah,
Nick. Birdie putt
pretty
is going to
similar.
roll down the hill, should move to her right.
See if she can get the pace right. It's been off most of the round.
All right. A touch short there.
Yeah, a little short. She's been long on a few.
Looking like a nice 3. Yep, a 3 in a minute, 16. She +6 on the day, not her normal standard of golf. And Luke Willett and Scott Dawley continue to battle it out as we're in the back 9 here at Horton Smith. Luke Willett first to play here on the par 5 13th. Even with 5 wood, this will be a 3-shotter for him.
Mm-hmm.
Finds the right rough. This is the correct miss in my opinion. And there is a 5 wood from the fairway, or sorry, from not the tee box.
Yeah, I didn't think the rough was that bad not to use a 5-wood. I was kind of shocked.
I think he must have just had an unfortunate lie on hole 9, and maybe I think the ball was above his feet, which might have affected his decision. Eagle chip took a kind of unfortunate kick to the right there. Pretty good for distance. But now about 6 feet for the birdie, maybe 7. Ooh. Ran it well past.
Uh-oh.
But nope. Extremely
Okay.
confident stroke. Par in 2 minutes, 32 seconds. And the fire emoji continue.
I think we need to get some of those guys from yesterday, Rory or DeChambeau, watching.
All right. Nice par there from Luke Willett. Scott Dawley. Driver in hand. Looked like that one was going a bit left off the tee.
Start line was good, but yeah, he was watching it.
Yep. All right. Finds himself in the left rough. Downhill lie here.
Maybe tree trouble as well?
Yeah.
There's a couple trees
Certainly
up
looks
there.
like he was trying to draw it. With Scott's power, this should get close to the green. Yep. Finds himself with a little pitch. Probably going to have to take this one high.
Not too bad, though, hitting 3 from there.
No, not at all. Going to have himself a gettable birdie putt. And this is, in trailing Luke Willett by just 26 seconds, this is exactly what Scott needs. Boom! Birdie for the director in 2 minutes, 44 seconds. Takes the lead back from Luke Willett.
How many times has this lead changed?
It's been constant lead changes. And Nic Goodin is lurking here, just a couple of minutes behind Scott.
Yeah, if he keeps an under par round going, this par 5 and a couple short par 4s coming up, he could take it even deeper.
All right. Has an eagle putt from the fringe here.
There we go.
2 hands on the putter.
Touch it.
Oh.
Oh.
Didn't start it on the perfect line. Rolled it about 5 feet past. 1 hand putt to finish, but no problem. That's a birdie.
Did you just switch from 2-handed to 1-handed?
Yeah, I think he goes 1 hand on all short putts now. He did that on the 9th as well.
But it's 2-handed for the first one that went long.
That's right. Lauren
I'm really watching this one.
stopping to
We're
watch
catching
for
her
quite a
breath.
while here. Oh, finds herself in this deep fairway bunker. Nothing to like about this. Getting a little relief from the casual water. It's the one wet spot on the course today.
Yeah, maybe easier with a firm sand, but it's still a tough shot.
Absolutely. All right. Lauren still has a ways to go. Call it 120.
Yeah, see the 100-yard marker. It's right around there.
All right. That was likely a 9-iron for Lauren. And she has found the back center of this green. birdie putt.
Let's get that distance control, slow it down.
Oh my goodness. That was too
Yeah,
hard.
that pace is off. All right, drain this.
Oh man. Just sneaks by on the right side.
gosh.
Extremely frustrating. Slow bogey from Lauren Cupp. I would attribute this to being low on sleep and then the fatigue of that extremely humid round on day one. You know, Lauren had flown in at just or at 11 p.m. the night before. So yeah, this is very tough on the body the second
I
day.
noticed on a couple of the holes on this second round, I didn't notice it on the first video. She almost looked like she was still trying to find the next tee on a couple of these. I saw her, it just seemed like she was looking around, like where's the next tee? And I know she's played her a few times, so I thought her, memory would have helped with that, but maybe just still a little disorientation and not comfortable with it.
Yeah, that could be the case as well. Scott has found himself on the wrong side of a mound here on the par 4 15th. Scott, your leader by 22 seconds over Luke Willett. And where did that chip end up?
Oh, very good.
Yep, nice chip. 2.5 feet.
Oh my gosh,
Great
okay,
view.
I made it.
Oh,
Went totally
he
off
did
the
not
heel.
strike that well, but it was good enough to sneak into the hole. And pressure is now on Luke Willett. That was not the fastest par, but it was a par.
Yeah, you don't want to give one back after getting a birdie.
That's right. And Luke Willett is just going to keep closing, gaining 15 seconds every hole.
Yeah, the inevitable.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be hard
Really
knowing
nice
that.
drive from Luke. Sounded like great contact out of the fairway. Yep. He has
Every
a
hole,
birdie
he's
putt
just
here.
coming, getting 20, 30 seconds.
Yep.
Or more.
Ooh. All right. Easy par for Luke Willett, 1:55, and that is fully 30 seconds gained on the director, who had to navigate a chip off that mound.
Luke's doing a great job of advertising on his shirt and advertising for putting with a wedge.
He
He
really
might be
is.
making me a believer. He's doing awesome with it.
Yeah, I was really under the impression that it was superhumans like Rob Hogan and Jamie Reed only. And not to say that Luke isn't superhuman.
He's a
an
Guinness
incredible athlete.
record holder. Yeah.
He's an incredible athlete.
Oh, not the leave
Right.
you want.
No.
This can be rolling
he
away from him.
Got the club stuck in the rough for his second shot. Third shot has now tumbled onto the green, but this is no gimme for the par. Really needs this if he's going to apply any pressure. Nope, a fine lag, but not good enough to make it a bogey 5 in 2 minutes 36 seconds for Nic Goodin. He's still 1 under on the golf score. But Luke Willett, your new leader, leads by 10 seconds after taking it back from Scott Dawley. Luke, nearly 6 minutes under time par. We find ourselves on the par 4 15th, straight ahead, par 4, 391.
And I've played these with driver. I've played these with 5-wood. 15 can be long with a 5-wood. Yeah, he's going to have maybe at least 175.
I agree. This should be about a full 7-iron for Luke. Came off low, and it looked like he was hooking left. Finds himself on the front left. This is a good leave. Lots of green to work with, especially for that bump and run he likes to play.
Yeah, very good leave. Pretty simple, large green, but very flat.
Yep. All right, and here we are, 3.5 feet, par putt.
There it is.
Ice water in his veins.
Automatic.
2 minutes and 8 seconds. And is this the part where Luke Willett pulls away? Your move, Scott Dawley. Driver in hand.
Nice.
Felt like it started left edge, maybe? That
Yeah,
fairway does get awfully
camera operator
narrow.
Joey likes it. It is in the left rough, but very gettable from here. Looks like 8-iron in hand.
Yeah, he should be within that 150.
It could be good.
Likes the approach shot.
Oh, must have landed.
There it
very
is.
Close.
8 feet for birdie. Oh, this would be huge. Oh, but that was nowhere close.
No,
Struggling,
didn't even
guys.
touch it.
I'm not trusting the line.
Doesn't trust the line, he says.
That's
Still
a tough
nice
part out
4
here.
in 219. Scott maintains. He stays close enough to Luke Willett. Trails by just 21 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And at a gap of 21 seconds, I would say that this is a golf match.
Yes. Yeah,
Not a
just like
race.
that golf match yesterday.
All right. Nic Goodin. That looked like was that a full lob wedge? Driver lob wedge there?
Could be.
I think so, yeah. Pin high, birdie putt. 2 hands.
2 hands, yeah.
There's no chance
Good
of
call.
win.
And not close on the break
Yeah, a
there.
bit of a misread there. All right, watch this. 1 hand cleanup.
That's amazing.
Yeah, really nicely done. He plays it with the open stance. This is what I've been finding with my one-handed putting. The open stance is really helpful. for
Oh
getting the
yeah,
line.
yeah. Kind of like a cornhole or like a horseshoe tossing type thing where you're facing the hole.
Yep. On the tee at hole 16, 3 holes to play in the Missouri Speedgolf Open, and Luke Willett leads Scott Dawley by just 21 seconds. 5 wood off the tee. He has been just absolutely striping it off the tee this round. Boy, that makes your life so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat of a gamble. I mean, dropping back to a 5 wood.
All right, 155 in. That's a most of a 6-iron for Luke. Downhill here, found himself
What's
in
he
the
doing?
bunker. Oh, and there were 2 golf balls.
Oh, no way.
But luckily, he discovered that he was not at
Okay.
the right one.
Well played there.
Found it. Boy, spot a bother here for Luke Willett. He needs to 2-putt this for his bogey. He's raking, not required to do that. Needs a 2-putt here from, I would call this close to 40 feet.
And he still puts the clubs under his arm, so he could have left them there.
He could have, although he might
Great
not have
pace.
the wayfinding.
Great pace.
Wow, excellent lag there.
Okay.
1 hand tap in with the wedge, and that's a bogey 5 in 227. Could have been worse.
I'll see you in effect in 30 seconds.
He has so much trust in that wedge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is where the big drivers can get very close to this green. Maybe in the 80-yard range, 70-yard.
That's right.
But
All right. Scott has
it
found
pinches.
himself on the left side. No tree trouble. Sand wedge in hand. But that was a pretty full swing.
big wedge or big lob wedge or sand wedge.
Oh, yeah.
Happy.
All right. He likes it. He's on the left fringe here. Now, there's a ridge that goes across this green. It's hard to get this putt high enough without taking it through the fringe. Oh. And he's left it well short. 7 feet now to clean up the par. Oh, ran it by on the
right
left
through.
side. This is going to be bogeys for both of our lead speed golfers.
Man,
No difference in time. 227 for Luke, 225 for Scott. So
Really?
Scott trails
Wow.
by 17 seconds. Yeah, Luke spent all that time raking the bunker.
oh, it's true. Yeah,
Places
yeah, he did.
yesterday.
All right. And Nic Goodin, if there were ever a time to close the gap, it's right now. And
Yeah,
oh
pretty
dear.
high. It's easy to lose a ball up there.
Yep.
Well,
especially if he's not sure if it hit a tree. He's trying to play that high cut over the trees. Pulled it a little bit. All right. After a long search, it looks like he's giving up the search. He's going to take a drop. Oh, it's got to be so disappointing. And now...
Interesting. We've got that special rule. You could take it back to the fairway.
That's true, but that would be extra time. He did have a clear look at the green. He drops it. Hits 3 with the lob wedge. Now looking to 2-putt for bogey.
It's a lot of pace. Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, my goodness. And that is a slow double for Nic Goodin. Very disappointing.
No longer in red figures.
He'll be thinking about that one for a while. He's now +1 on the day on the golf score.
Which is incredible. Just awesome. But the deficit he would have had to put up a 66, 67 maybe.
Yep. Which is within his range of outcomes. Hole 17, it's looking like a 2-man show here. Scott and Luke, just 17 seconds separate them. Luke Willett now in the left rough. Digs out a 6-iron. Or was that a wedge?
I think I can see just a little bit of fatigue in Luke these last few holes, which is good to know that he's human.
That's right. Yeah, he's dragging just the tiniest bit. I think he was digging out a full wedge there. Finds himself short of the green. Chipping to this downhill green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not surprised to see that one ran past the hole.
Yeah, very tough.
All right. And this is, call it 20 feet for par.
Oh! Are you serious?
How many clutch putts is this guy going to hole with the belly of his wedge? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not over, but I mean, that has to have just sealed the championship, right?
Okay, that's going right for the...
Well, especially knowing what we know now, that Scott Dawley's ball is headed right
that big
for
tree.
that bush.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a large tree if you hit the driver with his length.
All right. Scott takes his drop.
Adam, how often do you watch these and then just like second guess everything you do in a tournament? Like, maybe I should putt with a wedge. Maybe I should take driver. Maybe I should do 5-wood.
I do try almost everything I see these players do. Yeah, no, I've tried the wedge putting. I can't get it to work consistently outside 15 feet.
I think Scott lost his spike on his clubs.
5.
Is that a penalty?
On the clubs? Oh, I don't know.
If
I thought
your
it got
bag
stuck
falls
at the front
apart,
of the green. Yeah. Isn't the spike at the front of the green?
I didn't see it on his clubs there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I saw something still stuck in the ground, and his driver was the tallest thing in this.
Wow. All right.
I'm sure you would have gotten that after the round.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have. All right. So this is Lorton Cupp finishing up here.
Barely missed a fairway, but a little bit of trouble.
That's right.
At least she found out. I was so happy that day 2 we got to send out a couple volunteers to hole spot, spot tee shots on number 18. That's a tough one.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it goes over that ridge. Right. Lag putt there from Lauren. Ran it a bit by. Like we were saying, distance control with the putter has been an issue for her today. This is to finish with a 78. Now, and she's going to tap it in for 79. Not exactly what she's looking for. It'd be a 79 in 52 minutes, 32 seconds. Great effort from Lorton Cupp. And I don't know about you, Garrett, but, well, sorry, you're not going to be able to relate to this exactly because you had not fully recovered from injury. But I'm so grateful I got to play in the Missouri Speedgolf Open because I found a lot of rusty spots in my game that
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to address before the U.S. Open in
Well,
June.
I was just going to say, I know she's going to figure it out. She's an incredible golfer, athlete, coach. She's going to figure out where she can do things differently when she hosts in a week.
That's right. We are big fans of Lauren Cupp here at Speedgolf Baby. Look forward to
I don't
seeing
think
a
I've
lot
found
more
anyone who
quality
is.
speed golf.
She's an excellent ambassador and a great player.
Class act. All right, Nic Goodin, after a spot of tree trouble here on the 18th, this is his third, looking to get up and down for a par. This
That ball
18th
go?
green,
Okay.
it can run away from you, man.
Yeah, it can. It's a downhill approach, and it kind of runs from front to back. So,
Yep.
And with that pin on that front side, it makes it a little tricky.
It is. Yeah, tough to get it close to this pin.
Get it in and get through the
All right.
finish.
Bogey there for Nic Goodin. It's going to end him up at a plus 272. An excellent round of golf by anyone's standards.
Incredible.
Although I'll bet you Nick still feels like he had a 67 in there.
Yeah, with 3 or 4 over in his last 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, with him, he'll work on it. These guys and gals are they're always looking to do better.
That's right.
And we are.
Speaking of people having a good day,
way in the
Scott
right
Dawley.
rough. Tree trouble, maybe? Trying to go low?
Look that way. Yep.
That's
Trying
I
to
don't
cut
even
it
know if there
around
was a
those
gap
trees. Found himself in a very prickly spot there.
there. Gotta check that club, too.
Not sure what club he has. Playing the low runner. You're right. The spike is gone.
Yeah.
As no doubt you noticed my short game, especially the putting. But can you see the improvement from round 1 to round 2? Much better ball striking. Took my driver for the most part, hitting it out in front of me.
Yeah.
But I can't complain. I just want to keep improving every round.
Good call by you, Garrett, noticing Mark Heintz on the camera going all out. Scott asked him, he says, like, man, have you been running? You're really keeping up with me. Great. And Mark says, no, I just really love this sport. So yeah, much credit to Mark going the extra mile there, capturing that awesome shot of Scott finishing his round.
We should have called him up the next day to see how he's feeling.
Right? Everybody seems to be driving it down the right side here. All right, Luke's found the back of the green. Wants to get up and down for a par. Recall that he 5-putted
I've been
this
really
green.
good, 10 hours, first flight, hour and a half. I'm only kidding you. It was a great experience to come here. Would I do it again? I would absolutely do it again. Yes!
There we go.
1 putt, not a 5 putt. How amazing!
You gotta love his attitude. Strokes game attitude. He's the leader.
Completely agree. And Luke Willett, your Missouri Speedgolf Open champion, closing in style with a bunch of clutch pars, shoots 75, 6 minutes and 53 seconds under time par. You absolutely love to see it. When I spoke to Luke after this round, he said he felt like this was a transcendent speed golf experience. He was in the zone. Everything he was looking at was going in the hole, and we saw it too. I mean, those days,
it was insane.
even for a player of his caliber, those days are few and far between. So what a pleasure that we got to witness that on camera, and that he got to experience that, those days that we only get, once every couple of years as speed golfers. So Garrett Holt, thank you so much for joining me for this round 2 broadcast. We will see all of you for the US Open round 1. And until next time, keep it in the short grass.
Thank you, Adam. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Speedgolf, baby. Let's go.